everyone, it's Debbie. Welcome to my channel, or welcome back. If you are new here, I'm a reseller. I have been reselling for 17 years. I started out on eBay and then I added in Amazon, Poshmark, ThreadUp, and a little bit of Mercari recently. Today I have a what sold video for you. I'm going to share 15 items that sold the week of July 4th through 10th, 2021. And this again is a little bit of a shorter week. We seem to be going places all the time. We had a 4-day weekend and it was a lot of fun. We went to the lake and my husband surfed behind the boat, which he loves, and then we had everybody over to our house and had a pool party and cooked out, so that was a lot of fun. I didn't get any work finished, and then we went to Edmond, Oklahoma, which is a couple hours away from here, and I had to get my car serviced. My husband had a couple of appointments and he played golf, and I went to the Goodwill bins. And if you've been watching for very long, on the 15th of every month I have an inventory giveaway, so check out tomorrow's Goodwill haul. Oh, it was so much fun. I got to go for almost 3 hours. I don't think I've ever had that long at the bins. So that video will be out tomorrow. Watch that if you want to enter to win a box of inventory that I will give away to one viewer. Oh, I sold 18 items on this, again, short work week. I think I'm listing somewhere around 10 to 18 items a week is all, and it catches up slowly. You know, I have those bank of items that I have listed in the past, which are saving me, but it starts to catch up week after week. So I sold 18 items for a gross amount of $415.49. And if you would like the complete breakdown of all of my numbers, my gross amount, how much was back in the bank, my cost of goods, my profit, and what percentage of my gross sales are actually profits, stay tuned until the end and I will have that complete breakdown for you. We'll start on Poshmark because I had my most sales on Poshmark. I sold a total of 13 items for a gross amount of $222. The first item that I sold was the Notori Feathers Contour Bra Underwire size 36G, and I got this on my San Antonio trip where I did a Goodwill haul, and I thought this was a really pretty bra. And it was a size 36G. Normally, larger bra sizes sell for more money and they normally sell faster for me also. So I was really happy to find that bra. It sold for $21. I got back $14.34. I paid $2.40 in San Antonio at Goodwill, and it took 72 days to sell. My profit was $11.94. So I picked up 2 bras that day, that one and the Tord one, and they both sold now. Then the second one was so cute. I just listed this and it already sold. It was a Polo Ralph Lauren shawl collar sweater, size 3T, and it was just adorable. It was a little bit of an off-white with a blue trim. I purchased it at the bins for just 47 cents and it took less than a week to sell. It sold for $15. My earnings were $9.54 and my profit was $9.07. And then the next one I already talked about in my Goodwill haul that was in Plano, Texas. I got these Obey sweatpants and my husband was like, those are so ugly, those are never going to sell. But I looked up the comps and I said, yes, they will. Well, they sold immediately and then they were canceled. So on that, I thought I'd just put that in there because it was on my solds. And a buyer has up to a certain amount of time to cancel the order.
I thought I would clarify this. I pulled this up from Poshmark on their frequently asked questions, and it said shipped orders cannot be canceled. Orders placed through an offer are a final sell and they cannot be canceled as an accidental purchase. However, they do have 3 hours to cancel an accidental purchase if it was purchased through a buy it now and not an offer. And I will put the directions on how to cancel an accidental purchase if ever you need that or need to explain it to someone. Now, the buyer on this pair of pants did not cancel within the 3-hour time frame that they were supposed to, so they had to ask me if I would cancel it for them.
But he waited longer than that before he asked me to cancel. So he was no longer able to cancel it. So he asked me if I would cancel. And so, of course, I said yes and canceled the order. I would have earned $25.60, but they're relisted and I'm confident that they will sell again. He was very nice and grateful, and so I think it's always good to just have good business practices. I could have just shipped it out and said, oh, I'm sorry, it already shipped, but I don't think that's a great way to run business. So I canceled, and I know they'll sell again. They have had activity on them. The next one was a pair of 2 Free People panties, and when I bought a big order of Free People intimates, there were a lot of panties, and they were only like $1.05 each. So rather than listing them individually, a lot of times I'll list them in sets of 2, and then I can ask a little bit more money, and I just feel like it's better for the buyer and it's better for me. So I grouped all of these in sets of 2, and then on my description I am sure to let them know, if you pick the quantity of 1, you're going to get 2 pairs of panties. If you pick quantity 2, you're going to get 4 pairs, 3, 6 pairs, and so on. And so I sold 2 sets right away, right after listing them. One sold for $13 with no shipping discount. They sent the offer to me. And the other one sold for $16 with a shipping discount. And I thought it was interesting because it ended up me getting back $10.05 versus $10.34. So really, with that shipping discount versus not having the shipping discount, there's not that much of a difference. So I try to remember that when people send me offers. I think, okay, well, they're sending me an offer, so there's no shipping discount on that. So I kind of figure I will take a couple dollars less than I would if I was sending out the discount. So my profit was $7.87 on one and $8.16 on the other one. Then the next one was a brand, a swimwear brand that sells for me all the time. It's Leblanc, and this was the Island Goddess Bikini Bottoms in size 6. And they sold for $17. My earnings were $11.14. I paid 66 cents on my great swimsuit deal, and my profit was $10.48. So I have a lot of these sales that are not huge amounts, but they add up. And I got feedback already. The person sent something nice. They said it was as described and quick shipping or something like that. So that's always such a bonus when someone takes the time to leave a love note. Then the next one was from a thread-up shoe rescue box, and this pair, I remember when I took it out, I was like, these are so little, oh my gosh, and they were kind of squished, but after just cleaning them up and putting some stuffing inside of them, they sprung right back to shape. And it's funny because they were a size 6, so they were actually my shoe size, but I thought they looked so little. They really did look little. These were the J41 Tahoe Jeep water hiking shoes in size 6, and they sold for $17. My earnings were $11.14. I paid $6.32 per pair of shoes in that thread-up shoe rescue box. This pair took 29 days to sell, and my profit was $4.82. And this is on the second box, which I haven't had listed as long, and part of the time I was gone. Right after listing these, I was in Arizona, so they weren't even for sale for a week. So I have gotten back 150, it's hard to read my writing, either $151 or $155 on this box. My money back after fees and shipping is $122.58, and I paid $94.84, I believe, for this box. So I am in the positive $27.74 on the box, and I've only sold 3 pairs of shoes. So I still have a lot more to sell, and some of them were like ankle boots, and I think those will start selling probably late August, early September. So I have great hopes for those. The next one was the Free People Gold Rush Sequin Slip Dress in size large. It sold for $30. My earnings were $24. I paid $8.44 And this, I bought a lot of them about 8 or 9 months ago. So they just trickle out all the time, and my profit was $15.56. And these are just another great one. I got these from Fox Liquidation, which I talk about Fox all the time because I constantly have sales from things that I purchased from there. And I definitely love the liquidation. It is so easy. I got a small box of Free People Intimates, and it was like around $500. I had everything listed in like 2 hours, photographed and everything, because it's just so easy. So I thought I'd show you this. Like, all of these dresses just come pre-packaged, and then I take one out, take a picture of one, and then just put the different multiple quantities. And I also wanted to show you this box that I use. If you haven't ordered this one, this is one of my favorite USPS boxes, and I will put it up here, and it's a little smaller than the box that looks like this, that's the medium flat rate box. What I do on this, if ever it's sequined or it's leather, or there are buttons sticking out or something that I'm afraid to just put it in a Polymailer, this is a really good size. It's not too big, and I will put it in here, and then I will stuff it full of tissue paper, or I'll wrap tissue paper around it, and then it's secure in that box, and it's not going to move around too much and get damaged. And this box doesn't even weigh 8 ounces. So this is one of my favorite boxes to use. And so I just thought I would mention that. Then the next one was the Free People Ari Neo Black Underwire Bra, and it sold for $20. My earnings were $13.54. I paid $5.50, and this was one that I had just listed a couple weeks ago, and my profit was $8.04. Not that much, but when I have about 10 of them, and they take just a little bit of time, and each of them are making $8.05, it is really good money per hour. Then the last one that I'm going to share with you from Poshmark is another good swimsuit brand, Kenneth Cole Multicolor Bikini Bottoms in size extra large. They sold for $12. My earnings were $9.05. I paid 66 cents, and my profit was $8.39. Then the other things that I sold were just a few other swimsuit pieces and several other things from Free People Liquidation, from Fox Liquidation. And I thought I would show you while I was at it. I sold a few of these bras, and it is so helpful when you have a good inventory system. And a few people have asked me about inventory systems lately, and I have one that's really easy that works for me. And if you haven't seen that, I will put it on the very last page when this video ends so that you can click on it. But one thing that helps me is when I have things from liquidation and it's multiple quantities, what I do is I put the different sizes in a Ziploc bag. So this one, you can see through it easily. These are all 34Cs. These are all size 34D. These are all size 34B. So before I figured out doing that, I would just put them all in one container, and then I would have to sort through and look for the different sizes. So if you have multiple sizes in one bin, it's really helpful to separate them just in big gallon-sized baggies by size. And if you're interested in purchasing liquidation, Fox Liquidation is the only place I have ever used, and I've been happy with them 100% of the time. And it is a little bit more investment than, say, going to the bins or Goodwill, but the return on your investment of time is excellent, and I love purchasing liquidation. So if you're interested in that, I will pop my code up on one of these sides, and if you are interested in using them, that code will give you 5% off, and it'll give me some kind of kickback too. So I would appreciate it very much if you do decide to order if you use that code. Next, we will move on to eBay, and I sold 3 items on eBay for $131.69. The first one I was so excited about. It was from a really good Goodwill haul, just the regular Goodwill, and where I found all those vintage coats for women, and there were a lot of vintage suits for men, and one of them was this Pendleton vintage sport coat. And some of the words that I use when I have jackets like this are jacket, blazer, western, it was tweed, wool. All of those things are great descriptors for people that are looking for those. The person offered me $52.20 plus shipping. So the gross amount that they paid was $65. I purchased this jacket for $5.35 at the regular Goodwill. It took 4.5 months to sell, and I made a profit of $45.15. Yay! After the person bought it, they wanted to confirm that I did accept returns if it didn't fit. So I thought, oh no, please let it fit. So we'll see. Hopefully it doesn't come back to me. I really hope that it fits them. Then the next one came from my Thread Up Men's Rescue Box, and it was the standard James Purse polo shirt in size 3, which I found out from looking it up that that's equivalent to a size large. It sold for $25. They sent me an offer for $20 plus $5 shipping. I paid $5.03. And it took 8 days to sell was all, which tells me I probably could have held out for a little bit more, but I was just really excited to sell it. My profit was $12.38. The next one was another item from Fox Liquidation. It was the Free People New with Tags vegan leather mini skirt in a really pretty wine color, size 8. The buyer paid $41.69. My earnings were $28.23. I paid $8.87, and my profit was $19.36. And I've had these for about a year now, and I've probably sold 6 or 7 of them and still have a few more left. So they were quick and easy, and I love it. They're all prepackaged so nicely. So that, I'm always happy when one of those sells. And then I had 2 Mercari sales. And the first one I was so excited about because I just got these rain boots from the bins not too long ago, and I thought, oh, it's past spring, it's going to take a little while for them to sell. But I got an offer for $27 plus shipping, which made it $39, so I took it, and my earnings were $23.22. I paid $2.50 at the bins. I counted tax on that. Sometimes I'm forgetting to add in tax when I am telling the numbers, and so I'm going to be sure from now on if I did pay tax. You don't have to pay tax all the time if you have your reseller certificate, which I do, but sometimes I don't always ask to have the tax taken off, and I didn't on these, so I'm going to include the tax I paid because that does count. So I paid $2.50. They only took 5 days to sell after I listed them, and my profit was $20.72. So I was thrilled about that one. The next one was another Free People liquidation item, and this I had just gotten in. It sold very quickly. It was the Free People weekend rush shirt in size medium. It sold for $22.80 if you include shipping. My earnings were $15.38. I paid $8.24 for each of these, but I think I have about 6 or 7 of them, so super easy. And my profit was $7.14. It only took 11 days to sell. Okay, so my totals for this week, I had a total of 18 items sell for $415.49. I got back $292.18. My cost of goods were really low this week, only $68.12. So my profit was $224.06, which is 53.92% of my gross sales. So that's a really good, like that's where I like to be. So usually through the years, it's been around 55 to 60% of my gross. So that is pretty close on target. Poshmark was 13 items for $222. I won't read every single number off to you, but you can always pause and look at them more closely if you'd like to. My profit on Poshmark was $119.31. On eBay, my gross sales were $131.69, and I ended up profiting $76.89. So that was 58% of my gross sales. So that's pretty good. And Mercari, 2 items for $61.80 and a profit of $27.86. So that is everything from this week. I would like to say that next week will be a lot better, but we were gone Monday and Tuesday, and so it is, again, not as long of a week, but I'm going to do the best that I can, and I will be grateful for every sale that I have. Thank you so much for watching, and everybody have a great day. Bye.